Welcome, one and all, to the start of this brand new radio play broadcast production. This radio play shall implement the Hollow Earth Expedition system, of which this shall be a bit of a pilot episode or a session zero of sorts, as the common vernacular and perchance may give us. And so we introduce our cast, starting with Lydia.
Wow.
Skatha.
Hello.
Tay-Tay.
Hello.
And Raven.
Cool.
I shall be your skipper for this harrowing expedition in this brand new setting I have been working on for the better part of the last decade. But, before we begin, a word from our sponsor. This radio broadcast brought to you by Captain Cola. Nothing's more super than this soft drink, filled with citrus goodness, locally sourced. Captain Cola delivers a fizzy punch to the justice of your thirst. With a secret ingredient that will sure to be a super pep to your step. Available for mail order or ask your local grocery retailer for Captain Cola. The secret ingredient is cocaine. So, without further ado, prepare to step into another world and another time. A dream from the future from the lens of the past. Or is it a dream of the past as gazed from a distant future? A world familiar, yet alien, where airships zip across the sky betwixt colossal spires of steel, concrete, and glass, while ruins of great steel structures from decades past, powered by steam, lay abandoned. Ruined evidence of a bygone golden age where anything seemed possible, promising of a golden tomorrow that, alas, never came. For the early years of the 20th century, human nature's hubris boiled over, turning what was once a miracle into a weapon to use against one another. As 30 years of war gripped the world, the blank spots on the map didn't fill up, they only increased. For God, for all intents and purposes, is an equal sign. And at least up until now, something that humanity was always able to believe in, is that the universe adds up. No longer so, for crawling out of these blank spots of the map came the veritable wonders. God beasts not since creation, since before the flood. However, in the wake of this new reality, a new renaissance unfolds, as dreamers of those left over seek new dangerous opportunity in parsing these mysteries and truth of these brave new world. This is a setting of Dreams of Wonder, but instead of the canonical explorers and heroes of the now infamous Wonder Society, we instead wander into a different city, in a different set of dreamers. In a world of gods and monsters, welcome on to Wandering Dreams. And so our story begins on the shores of a great lake in the central country of Eustonia, a shining city of contrast, the White City. A city of immaculate Great Lakes wealth, with Art Nouveau, Art Deco, and Art Gothic skyscrapers that that go into the sky far greater than anything you would see in our timeline. The year is 1941. While a great war that would define the very soul of humanity would unfold in our time, instead a different role. A different history. Sorry, phlegm. I'm still recovering. The production host is still recovering from being sick. I apologize.
You're not the LG.
So, as we start, everyone, roll me a d4.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop.
Three threes and a one.
Alright, the one has it.
Never seen that fucking happen before.
I am kind of disappointed I didn't also roll a 3.
Along the canals of the White City, there is a steamboat that is painted, an old school steamboat you would see going all up and down the Mississippi, that's moored in the canals of the city. It is painted extravagantly and ostentatiously. The rainbow on the river. As music, merriment, and song comes from this great boat. Raven, roll me a strength check.
Sure. Give me a hot minute to figure out how to. I think it's just rolling the raw strength.
Yep.
One success. Yes.
As the doors of the that is the difficulty you needed to beat. As the doors of the rainbow on the river bust open towards the canal, as a form is thrust out, followed by a splash. As Raven, describe your character to us.
Well, standing at a tall for at least a feminine figure, around, I think we discussed like 5'6" or 5'7" would be proper average.
I'd say that's about right.
Yeah, like is a brightly colored figure of reds, an extremely pearlescent white, and deep black. They are painted almost like a porcelain doll, and one could mistake them at a first glance for an entertainer in an outfit, except for the very obvious rivets here and there, and the fact that one of their arms is a giant fucking Browning machine gun. This is an auto doll, a autonomous robotic figure, originally made for entertainment, now repurposed both for entertainment and for local defense. As you can imagine, the upgrades are not exactly standard. Anyways,
Rebet, as a woman in a flapper dress walks up to you with a Tommy gun, and bellows out to the now struggling man in the canal. And stay out, you hear? Next time we see you around these parts, you'll have a new pair of shoes to go with your swim. As she spits at him. Come on, Rebet. Mama wants us.
Acknowledged.
As you walk through the rainbow on the river, it is a very lively place as you see flapper dancers of all types serving as the staff, while comprised seemingly almost entirely of women, which also makes up a large amount of the patronage too. As though Robette, you probably do not notice or care for the reasons why. It is noticeable that there is a significant lack of young men that would otherwise be a part of the establishment.
Probably any that are very quiet.
As you go through, you are led to like in the old like ship captain's cabin. Is repurposed for the Mama Macaw's office. As you enter, you see an older, overweight woman who wears a flapper cotton dress. She has basically a swim cap on, feathers everywhere, big feather boas, a long French cigar, with colors up the wazoo. This woman is gaudy and ostentatious as fuck. Rebet, darling, this is who I wanted to see. Now come here, doll.
She does so, ever obedient.
Look, Mama has another job for you. You hear? As Mama McCall holds up a contract.
Understood.
Some hoity-toity. Some hoity-toity. A little birdie told me of a big score, so I'm renting you out for a bit. Some hoity-toity downtown was looking for some dolls like you for some gig. I don't... Mama McCaw hates to let one of her flock go, but this could be a big break for me and all the gals. So why don't you head along to this Rosenfield fella's building and see what you can offer them. Okay, darling?
Understood, Lady Mama Macaw.
Ah, that's what I like to hear. But as you leave, you roll me a perception check. Not a perception check. I think that's still, yeah, it's the roll still. Pretty sure that's still a roll here.
Yeah, there it is. I found it. Yeet. 0
Then
success.
you don't hear anything.
That's
You hear
double
like
ones.
some murmurings in the background and some like sad sounds from like some of the other gals. But as the ever obedient auto doll, you progress onwards.
Yeah. She probably pauses only to like throw a blanket or shawl over the gun arm, which is probably very common practice whenever she's in public. So it looks more like she's just carrying something for somebody, which is probably extremely normal.
Yep. Yeah, auto dolls are like particularly common, especially older models. Like seeing auto dolls carrying things here and there for rich clients, and like isn't unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And you generally don't get a lot of flack since nobody wants to like get stepped on by like a few 100-pound robot.
Yeah. It was probably something Mama Macaw made up and basically ordered Robette to do on the spot because she doesn't want the fucking robot to get flagged down by, officers because some idiot sent her out for smokes.
It's just Robette carrying a big ol' hoagie again.
Also, besides, you know the rest of you already know that Mama Macaw has like paid off almost all the cops in this district anyway. So
Yeah, but she doesn't want to up her prices. Or up their prices, I should say.
yeah,
Anyways, it's just being smart.
yeah, you know that Mama Macaw is basically like the boss of this district, basically.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she
so
goes.
Even as you leave the Rainbow of the Rivers, you see like other girls in like flapper dresses, like on street corners and the like doing like advertising and dancing and just other sort of things that you probably they wouldn't be able to get away with in any other city. But hey, you're in the Black City part of the White City.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Robette moves forward with the robotic, single-minded nature of that only an automaton can have. However, there is not really a pause, but there is a sweep of like the head joint moving back and forth to basically make sure the street dancers, the street flappers, whatever their term is, remain unaccosted. Which is, again, probably something she does every time she leaves.
You would also know that almost all these girls are packing heat.
Yeah. Not dumb.
Yeah, all these girls have at least a sidearm or two hidden in their loins.
Let me get.
Wait, what?
Damn it. Apparently they have something strapped in their strap. Anyways. Anyway, regardless, Robette's designation was to guard and protect.
What I'm thinking is in their garters, they might have like a knife or a pistol just in case.
What are the little I can't remember what they're called, like Debbie pistols or Duchess pistols, the little Derringer, that's what they're fucking called. Anyways. But yeah, regardless, her designation was to watch and protect, so she does that, even if these girls can probably mincemeat anyone on the street.
And they give you give you winks and nods and giggles as you pass.
Yep.
That's popular.
Surprisingly, the 400-pound metal machine that throws out jerkwads has a fan base. And may or may not shoot jerkwads. But anyways, so yeah, it just continues on.
As you march to the Rosenfield building, everyone else, roll me a d3.
Watch us all get 3 again.
Please do.
How do you manual roll again? I can't remember.
Advanced roller. Click on advanced roller and
To let you do that.
I think so. Oh, hold on.
Nope.
Nope.
You have to type it in, and I can't remember exactly how.
I think it's exclamation mark roll 1d3.
It's backslash roll 1d3.
Backslash,
Three.
backslash roll.
For the audience, we all rolled 3 again. Well, the 2 of us have.
Oh.
Backslash roll, and then space 1d3.
Like so.
1.
Hey!
3!
Ones and threes.
Alright.
It's all we roll, I guess.
Just a little ways away from the rainbow on the river, you have a quaint little clinic. Scatha, would you like to describe how this clinic looks like?
Well, it's that kind of, like, rural clinic that you have that should look like shit, but doesn't because it has a lot of funding that isn't going anywhere else. It's the only one in this area, so it's getting all the money. It's clean, it's comfortable, and it is, filled with both animals and humans.
Alright.
And it's not that horrible white or that horrible green, it is painted a nice soft blue.
A good light blue or dark blue?
Light, to, you know.
Nice. Alright, Reese, Scatha, would you kindly describe your character? And I would like you to roll me an animal handling or veterinary check.
Okay, so
of your choosing.
Reese is a very short, very lean man who has wiry muscles underneath any of the clothing that you can see, but he's wearing loose clothing, so it's usually looks like kind of a twink. He's got bright red hair, bright green eyes, and his pale skin is covered in kind of dark freckling everywhere. Animal handling, where are you?
If you want, you can take the average.
Yeah, I'll take the average. So, which is 3,
Okay.
so it's an automatic success.
Yeah, the difficulty was 2, so yep. Alright, so as you do the final finishing touches on wrapping up the leg of what looks like a very lean, mellow cat, you bring him out in a pet carrier and to a little woman who's like, "Oh, Mr. Sweetums, is he gonna be alright?"
He should be. Just a little scratch. I gave him something to dull the pain and wrapped it up for you. Should be all good to go. Just don't let him run too much.
Oh, there. This is what you get for trying to get out and fighting the raccoons all the time. As a little old lady tuts her cat who has a face of, "I'll do it again."
He goes, yeah, well, the cats do that. They like fighting raccoons for some reason. And when he looks in, the cat carrier, his entire countenance kind of changes to be softer, less gruff than he's been to this old lady. He goes, "You should probably stop doing that, sweetheart. You're gonna lose every time. I know you think you're bigger than you are."
The cat looks to you with an expression of, but I choose violence.
I know.
Could've
I
been a
know.
contender.
Those raccoons. I know. You don't want to come back here again, do you? So, and
The cat just slowly blinks and turns away.
well, he's gonna straighten up again and goes, "Well, ma'am, your cat should be all good if you want to see my secretary. Hopefully I don't see you again for a while when your cat behaves himself and doesn't fight the raccoons."
I've been meaning to keep him inside, but the damn landlord doesn't fix our doors ever, so there's always some sort of creak. You know how it is down here.
I do know how it is down here. Luckily your cat is pretty scrappy, should be able to keep himself fine.
Anyways, let's say goodbye to Dr. Green. As the little lady takes her cat out, as your secretary looks to you, it's like, "Oh, Dr. Green,
Yes?
got a letter for you, and doesn't look like it's a bill. Doesn't look like a begging for protection money either."
Alright. He's gonna take it. Does it look
Alright.
anything on the outside look any,
It looks
recognizable?
very fancy, like, it looks like a very, very fancy, like, this is like professional big business. So like, and it's not like mass produced either. This is like specifically handwritten for you.
What the hell is this? He's like flipping it around, turning it upside down, and
Alright, Scatha, I'm going to show this note to anyone. Click. Do you see this thing titled invitation?
I do.
Would you like to click on it and read it for me?
It just popped right up when you shared it
Yep.
with me, so. Okay, greetings and salutations. I hope this invitation finds you well. I am a representative of Algernon D. Rosenfield of the Rosenfield Company. My employer... Shut up, computer. My employer, Mr. Rosenfield, is currently looking for the talented individuals to take part in a joint expedition venture sponsored by his company. This is how he's reading it, by the way.
Yeah.
The venture, should it be successful, should be quite lucrative for all those involved, including consistent salary and lodgings, the details of which will be disclosed during an in-person meeting. Discretion is warranted and timing is most urgent. The meeting will take place on 4 a.m. on the 8th of August in his central office in Rosenfield Building, located on the downtown canals. Dining accommodations will be provided. Well, that's good because I wouldn't fucking go otherwise. Said meeting. Should the details of the job be accepted, employment will begin immediately. Sincerely, the Rosenfield Company. Okay.
Scatha, do you have a calendar in your office?
I do.
Today's the 8th.
Oh, good timing on
Which
this.
Which means that letter is probably sitting in your like in your basket for probably like a day or two.
In my inbox and not been given
Yeah.
to me.
Yep.
Alright, and he's gonna look from the letter up to his secretary and over to the calendar and go, yeah, okay, that makes sense. He'll look to the clock on the wall. What time is it right now?
It's about 1. So about like 3 hours.
Okay. He's like, I have time for a few more. What do we have on the docket today? Is there anybody else after that? The cat?
Let's see here. We got a pooch that got bit by a rat. We got. The fuck? Well, why was there a horse loose in the hospital?
Did the horse take drugs, maybe?
In that place, I'd expect to see a horse.
I get it.
Horse, you have the horse loose in the you also got a kid who caught a bit of a flu.
Okay. That should
Let's
all
see,
take.
a dog who needs all her shots after she fell in the canal.
Nothing that should take more than 3 hours, right?
Yeah, nothing. Like you're not like emergency exploratory surgery or anything like that.
Okay. And how long will it take for me to get to this place?
The roads, depending on traffic, could take you anywhere from an hour to like 30 minutes. But depending on like, you know your way around the city, so it could take you like if you like take a bike and like just go like along all the sidewalks and bike rails, you could be there in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he'll probably be biking everywhere. He doesn't. I don't even know if he has a car.
Public transit's like pretty well good with the subways and like if you're wealthy, you can afford like the airships, and like all the vertical monorails and shit.
Yeah.
Like this is a retro futuristic city, so public transit is actually pretty damn decent even for like the poorer parts of town.
So if I get all these things done and leave at like 3, I'll be there by 4. No
Yeah.
problem.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So I'll tell my secretary that and get started on all of these cases, probably starting with the kid who has the flu because human beings pay more than animals, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
And also, he's not going to take his dislike of people out on children.
Yep. Hey, the children didn't ask to be born into a human animal.
They did not. Maybe if he can catch them early, they'll stop being human animals and be a human being. So that's what he's gonna be doing for the next couple hours.
All right. For now, we're going to cut to Ryla.
Hello.
Please as we cut to Expedition Frontera. What does your office look like?
It is put together within a semi-formerly derelict mall. There are,
Department store.
yeah. The walls are cracked. Several of them are just covered with posters. There are various potted plants arranged in such a way as to create an air of comfort while also covering up the lack of upkeep. Ryla's desk is a surprisingly fresh, surprisingly well kept desk that looks like it might not have come with everything else. And she has an easy chair.
All right. Can you please describe your character as you're leaning back in the easy chair?
Well, for all of those people out there who listen to us who don't know what Ryla looks like.
Well, this is specifically Ryla in this universe.
She is a very tall, rather non-specifically bulky Latina trans woman. Just has that kind of general tall girl bulk. With extremely long blue-green hair that covers her right eyes. A pair of big, broad spectacles. And whose arm is, it looks like a 90s goo toy of some variety. translucent, striped, faintly visible bones beneath it. And she is currently, got the seat kicked back, reading a comic book.
As you're reading the comic book is Kerchak the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
In the strange case of in the crimes of Al Capuchin, as you're flipping through the pages, you come to the pages. Or what do we got, Commissioner? All right. Yeah, it's all a mess. These poor Capuchins. They all got hit over the head with a blunt object. What, like mangoes? Hi. Mangoes, lemons? No. Look at the indentations. It's too heavy, spiked. Pineapples. What kind of monkey business is this? Takes a dragon cigar. We're all monkeys, Commissioner. Monkeys in the barrel of God.
Man, that joke never loses its luster.
As Riley, you feel a letter. You feel like a bunch of like mail land in front of you.
From where?
As one of your fellows drops it in front of you.
Oh.
Somebody hasn't checked the mail lately.
We have that?
As you're going through it, a lot of it's bills.
Bills. How come all this is Bill's mail?
Something thanking a Miss Pinkerton for their ties to a church.
Acacia? Are you the reason we don't have AC this month?
AC is the devil's cool.
Keep telling you, Mr. Howard is not a scientist. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
But as you're going through a lot of the junk mail,
timeshare, Bill.
You also find a certain invitation.
Ooh, junk mail.
It's directed to you.
Oh.
As you also receive the same invitation that Reese has read out.
Oops, the invitation finds you well. I'm Representative Algernon D. Rosenfeld, the Rosenfeld Company. My company employer was Rosenfeld, is currently looking for talented individuals to take part in the joint expedition value, which is sponsored by his company. The venture should be successful, should be quite lucrative for all involved. Salary and lodging, so good. Girls, we have a job!
You hear two sighs of relief coming from two of your members.
Meeting will take place on 4 p.m. on the 8th of August at this central office in the Rose. What's today's date?
The 8th?
Oh shit! At the Rosenfield building located in downtown along the canals, John accommodation will provide during said seat meeting. Should the details of the job be accepted, employment will be immediate. Oh, I better get out there. McKenty, you have the front desk till I get back. I will keep you posted.
Hey.
Acacia, don't donate anymore to the church. They will wring you dry.
They're already wringing you dry.
For Jesus.
As
I'm
you-
Jesus, and I like wringing people like a sponge.
Reese and Ryla, if you want, you can roll a history check to a history check to see if you can recall what recall the name Rosenfield.
I don't see that on my thing.
History.
If you don't have any skills, just flat intelligence.
Okay.
It's a pass from Reese. Okay, I'll do Ryla first. Ryla, Rosenfield sounds familiar, but you can't quite place where. It's one of those things where it's like if you see a brand in the wild, and then someone offhand mentions it, you're probably not going to know exactly where you saw that specific brand. But, like, the word is familiar. Like, it's probably a jingle you've heard on the radio sometime before. As for Reese, it's very weird because the Rosenfield company is basically a radio and publishing company that, like, sells radios and, like, radio programs.
Okay.
So to you, why would a radio company be doing an expedition somewhere? Why would they? Maybe like they want you for like some sort of nature program. It's very weird, but at the same point, it's a radio company. Well, most of it could be is just you behind a radio booth, just talking to a mic about things, not having to deal with people. So, a gig is a gig.
Yeah. Reese isn't hurting for money, but he wouldn't mind some extra.
What was that jingle? Rosenfield. Look for quality, freshness, and flavor. Rosenfield is there. Is that it?
I got that reference. That's the magic words for pork.
As you're trudging through the city, Ryla, just roll me a general perception check.
I don't know, that's stuck in my head.
Oh, which one is that?
It's you have a specific perception skill.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, it is. The city is bustling as per usual, and there's like nothing like particularly that's leaping out to you going on. Like there's no crime that stops. There's no like shootouts. You see posters of a certain superheroine on the walls.
Speak easy, my beloved.
In the storefronts of various stores, you see like televisions playing like black and white recordings of films or newsreels. Stuff that's a little too expensive for general people to buy, but public televisions are becoming more and more of a common thing. Although it's going to be a long while yet before they start replacing radios wholesale. But as you're noticing, going through the city, you're also notice that something you've noticed a lot before is that the demographics of the city seem to be, while you do see men, it's not equal. Like for every 2 ladies you see 1 guy. Which is something that's you take as completely normal. Something that you're long used to.
Don't like the widespread death and destruction. Do like not being in a boys' club.
And also, you notice that almost no one notices your arm.
I've been down this way before. The hot dog guy knows me.
Hey, Rilo, how you doing?
Hey, Tony.
It's me, Tony the hot dog guy.
You know, actually, I am kind of peckish for some reason. Hey, can I get one with the works to go?
You want the word, so I'm gonna get that right up for you. I'm Tony the hot dog guy. Hey. All right, here you go. It's got all the works on it. It's a good hot dog. It's good. I didn't kill Tony and take his body and wear his skin as a suit. I'm Tony the hot dog guy.
I know that, Tony. You don't have to specify that every time we speak.
I just like people knowing that's a fact about me, Tony the hot dog guy.
You're the only one I can count on around here, Tony.
Yep, I'm perfectly normal human, Tony the hot dog guy.
Alright, see you later, dude.
Bye.
Or
Take
whatever.
Lay some eggs in the alley out back.
It costs a nickel for a hot dog. We're in the 1940s. Everything's cheap. There's a capitalist hellscape here, but goddamn, it's a cheaper capitalist hellscape.
Inflation's a bastard.
Man, I really hope I never encounter inflation in any form.
Andrew Dobson smiles wickedly.
No, none of that. Shame on you. We don't bring that evil here. We will not wanderize Andrew Dobson.
Hey, don't worry, Tony the hot dog guy laid some eggs in his stomach. He's dead now.
I'm marking that down. Tony the hot dog guy. Xenomorph? Question mark.
Hey, no, I'm a normal human. Don't tell people such things. Hey.
Anyway, as the three of you converge onto the Rosenfield building, pulling up in a kind of a luxurious-looking car is our fourth player. TT, would you like to describe your character for us?
Alright. I got to my fan right here in Rose City. Sasha Atticop, is a socialite. She's a woman of some wealth and means. Part of a pretty well-off family. New money, but nothing wrong with new money, is there? She's a short woman, roughly 5 foot, maybe 5 foot 1 inch if she's trying to save her ego. She has hair that's quite 8 elaborate curls and a bun, freckles, a bit of an overbite, a figure that some might call voluptuous, and others might call chubby. She wears fine clothes, nicely well-tailored. She has a fairly large pair of spectacles to help with her vision, but she likes to think they're rather fashionable in their own way. And she's a woman of class and breeding, and certainly beloved by her family. That's why they sent her to this place, far away from the rest of the family business, to be on her own, because they love her so much.
What good parents.
Miss Atterkoff, as you're closing the door, you recall the invitation that you got was very specifically tailor-made for you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot more open with the details about investigating some sort of occult situation that your talents and expertise and assets would be great for.
to read this particular invitation out loud?
Sadly, I did not get the time to prep that. Sorry.
Ah, pooh. Well, uh, nonetheless, I keep it near and dear to my heart. Of course, I got this invitation a couple of days ago and have been eagerly awaiting for this meeting. It's not often that someone reaches out to me on that particular base of knowledge. I have talked to people about it at parties, but they mostly just sort of stare and look at me as if I am speaking about something uh, strange, I suppose. But it's fine. Finally it's paying off. Someone's noticed.
All right. As you're pulling in and you hand your vehicle keys to the chauffeur, you'll
Thank you
look
very much,
around
darling.
at the obliged madam, as the chauffeur, which is an auto doll, takes the car and with mechanical precision drives it like down to an underground parking garage.
The miracles of modern science.
With the door, like a garage door that locks behind it.
To think such things be the subject of fairy tales and science fiction in the past.
Yes, been a thing for the last 40 years in the setting.
I can still be wowed by it.
You're appreciated, Sarsha.
Mm-hmm.
As you arrive to the Rosenfield building, which, let me get a good, you know the Tribune Tower in Chicago?
Vaguely aware of such things, yes.
It's basically a building that kind of looks like this. Very gothic, very art deco. Dwarfed by all the other buildings around it, because this is built during some of the early years.
Like if you took a PNG of a castle and stretched it vertically.
Yeah. So as you all arrive at the Rosenfield building, roll a perception check, Sarsha.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Dynamic sympathy. Performance.
Perception is near the top with your other, strength, etc.
It's below move.
Okay. Oh, everywhere.
Oh, fuck. You notice everything.
I told you these glasses help my vision.
So as you're looking out, you see the bustling of the city, but you notice from afar an auto doll of a very old make trudging towards the area with purpose, with her arm completely wrapped up.
Ooh.
Also arriving, you see a very would you describe Reese as fetching or dour, Scatha?
He's pretty for, he's a pretty boy, but his face scrunches in distaste whenever he's around people, so it's always in a perpetual frown.
So you would have as a red-haired man with a very kind of Bishonen or effeminate look, but with a very scrunched up perpetual frown, of being around everyone right now. You get a feeling from this guy he'd rather be anywhere else right now. And then running at full speed with a hot dog in her mouth is a very tall, green-haired woman. But of note, Saoirse and Reese, what you seem to see that no one else can see is the transparent effect on this woman's arm.
Reese doesn't really flinch too much, but he's just like, where's all the fucking muscles? I just see bone. Well, how the fuck is that working? Never mind,
Like
I don't
it's
care.
like it's goo with bone in it. Like no one
Saoirse's-
else that you know seems to be paying any mind to this because it kind of stands out pretty much in a big way.
Saoirse's pupils dilate just a little bit as a faint blush creeps to her cheeks, and she says, "Oh my."
Riley catches up, polishing off the hot dog and the napkin that was being held in.
Do you down the hot dog K-pop Demon Hunter styles where you just slowly shove it in?
Yeah. Yes.
Like a fucking python.
Now, pythons tend to take their time. I'd say she eats more like a seagull.
As you do that, you see a hoity-toity couple. It's like, how vulgar! And then they just strut away like the rich people strut.
Reese can't help himself but go, ugh. Not at Ryla. Obviously, he's looking at the rich couple walking away, like, ugh.
Not late, am I?
Are you
so.
also here for the invitation?
Yeah, I just got one.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Saoirse Addercop, and I must say your hair is the most exciting shade.
Oh, thank you. Ryla Espinosa, your hair is shaped like a spider. That's pretty cool.
Huh. I did not realize that. Would it be rude if I inquired about your arm?
Oh, this one? She holds up her right arm.
Is that the one that's see-through?
No.
No, the other arm.
Oh. What about it?
It's just very intriguing.
I have always been left-handed. I know
I
some
can see
people
the
don't like.
bones.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can?
Yeah, they're
Am I
hard
not
to
supposed
miss.
to?
People never really comment on it.
Well, I just think it's fascinating. I hope that's not rude to mention.
I don't think so.
To anybody who wants to, roll me an occult check.
I absolutely do want to.
Honestly, I'll take it over how's the weather up there jokes.
What would that be if I don't have that on there?
Academic.
You can roll academics, which is like just an intelligence.
Okay, so I'll just roll intelligence because I also don't have academics. Which is weird. You'd think I would.
I think you do have academics, but it's taken by biology since
Yeah.
it's one of those skills.
Well, and some of the academics, like they are like a lot of the academics, they are specific. You have to have the specific sub thing.
Could I roll biology to see if I understand what the fuck is going on?
yeah.
Or
Oh hell yeah! I'm all for using alternative rolls to see what can.
I rolled ones all the way down. I could take
Holy
the average, but I
shit.
fucking. The average means, like, I would just win on my thing here, so I think that's really funny. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck is a see-through arm.
Yeah, her arm, looking at it, seems to be more like like an ooze or like an amoeba pretending to be physical flesh and blood. Your eyes get a little irritated as you blink, and for a brief moment, her arm looks normal, but then returns to.
Would he have seen?
As for Saoirse, you know that certain people who've had encounters with what you now know as the occult, especially with creatures known as wonders or thaumatherium, after that tends to happen, people start seeing things that everybody else doesn't seem to be able to see. So from what you could gather, this woman has probably had some sort of occult encounter, or is of occult nature herself, but you don't quite know where. This is like, to all your studies and research, this is like, how, like mind blowing. This is something you've never run into before. Like, there's no like scholarship or research on this that you are aware of with this woman.
Okay. Going off of what Ryla said last about the house weather up there jokes, is I personally feel that people make far too much of physical differences like that. You know, mocking people for their height or their weight or their freckles. But you know, I think such differences should be celebrated. And after the meeting, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to know more about your experiences with interesting things, I suppose.
Well, if we're getting a job, from the sounds of it, we'll have plenty of time.
Well, that's splendid.
As someone walks up to you, are you here to see Mr. Rosenfield?
Yes, that's us.
Right this way. As a, Robet, you completely ignore these three chuckle fucks for a bit. Until, and I imagine you go straight to the front desk. Raven?
Oh, I muted myself.
Like, oh no.
No, it's fine. Yeah, she would have completely walked right on by, gone through the door into the like the lobby, main desk, any sort of area like that where there's staff. Since her directions were very open-ended.
Do you have a... Can I help you? What is your directions? What do you need?
This unit was directed... yeah. Was directed to show up for a meeting under a Rosen.
As the staff looks out to the three chuckle, the three other to the other players. Please follow them up. They'll take you right to the meeting place.
Understood. This is just a very quick, like, turn on a heel, like, the entire body rotates 160 degrees, almost unnervingly.
The torso turns, but the legs don't.
No, not even that, like, the entire body just pivots on a heel. Just very mechanically. Just turns.
Like Gmod style.
Yeah, exactly. Just turns and begins following them.
Turns, and then her PNG begins bobbing up in the air as she follows them.
I'm getting that she moves like a Todd Howard designed character.
Wow.
I mean, she was original. Do that one?
She is an older auto doll, so she moves very stiff, and with weird flourishes at times, because she was an entertainment model.
As the three of you are being directed to an elevator, you are joined by a rather shortish auto doll with a big, like, an old 1900s model parade auto doll, who's dressed up as a performer with a big arm wrapped up in like some sort of cloth.
Shawl or something.
Hello.
Yeah. Turns. Good evening. It's morning, but I remember. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Canned
it's
response.
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
It's afternoon.
Okay.
As the elevator goes up, up, as you arrive to an office floor where a secretary in like Janine from Ghostbusters glasses looks at you, is like, "Mr. Rosenfield, your guests are here."
Honestly, I'm really glad you're all here. I was afraid I was going to be the only one who was late.
Oh, right. Oh, right this way. As you all see, as you enter the doors of a fairly lavish office, as you are shown this man.
Eggman.
Who fucking is though?
Very posh man with a very thick dumpy.
With a very big mustache. This is you are reading to a slightly shorter, overweight, older gentleman with a big, giant walrus mustache of facial hair, as he positively beams when he sees all of you. Oh, welcome. Have a seat, my friends. Algernon D. Rosenfield at your service.
Hmm.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Your
Oh,
invitation
I am
is so
most
good.
a pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, Miss Sattercop.
How wonderful to have my reputation precede me.
Nice to meet you. We're just gonna
Hello.
sit down.
You must be Dr. Green.
Yeah.
And, my, you must be from Expedition Frontera.
Riley does a curtsy.
You gals getting lots of sticky wickets from what I hear. This kind of moxie I'm looking for. Now, I'm Algernon D. Rosenfield of the Rosenfield Company. And you're probably wondering, golly, why has this man invited all of us here from all those different walks of life? By invitation or by contract? Well, have I got an offer for you? Tell me, what do you all know of the Hollow Earth? Roll me occult or history checks. All of you.
Oh, this will be funny. I guess to be a straight int for people who don't have those.
Yeah.
Damn. Good job, Saoirse.
That's her
I
thing.
bet you do not give a shit.
Nope.
What's this have to do with your job?
Exactly. The Hollow has not swallowed the fucking rainbow boat, so I do not care.
The difficulty is at 2. So for Ryla, one of your besties from an expedition you've been on has been from there. You after all, McKenty's a fan. Everyone here knows of sorry, pivot. About a year ago, there was a big expedition that took place in Japan after essentially a mysterious plague washed over the Japanese islands that put everyone to sleep in a dreamless, never-ending sleep. That's basically left them awash with nightmares perpetually. That almost caused a big international incident when the Emperor of the Meiji got sick. However, due to an expedition by what is you now know as a group of wanderers called the Wander Society, not only fix that, but reveal to the world what the Hollow Earth is. A place where giant monsters are coming from, or at least one possible place. As you all know that all over the world, giant monsters known as wonders are appearing left, right, and center. And the Hollow Earth is basically the first real insight to where they might be coming from, even if the evidence, even though not all the things are put together. Of the one near Japan was the lost city of Yamatai. Like this, for like most people, this is like, if you pay attention to the news, you probably heard this in the news, or in pulp magazines, or in like radio plays. This is, which has basically caused what people call the second renaissance of explorers. The second age of exploration, as many different groups of people are now doing a mad scramble to try to be the one to explore this new frontier. But unfortunately for most people, the one place everyone knows of is currently being jealously guarded by a different country. So what you know is, this is a place where monsters are from, and likely giant prehistoric monsters to boot.
I know.
Also potentially a place where certain characters' crushes are from.
I don't know if Ryla has that yet.
If you have one to be, you can swoon from newsreels.
Yeah.
That place with all the weird monsters in it.
A place where all the weird monsters are. As Cersei, you know the Hollow Earth isn't the only place. You got the atmospheric jungle. You got potentially where all the places of the Goblin universe. You got the mysteries of the moon. You got all sorts of different like liminal spaces that all seem to be completely unrelated to the Hollow Earth. The Hollow Earth is just one piece in this puzzle you have not been able to solve, but by golly, you want to solve it.
Mm-hmm. Already, I'm intrigued.
A woman after my own heart. Unfortunately, I used to be an adventurer in my youth, unfortunately. In all my searching, I never was really able to find anything of note. Not sure if maybe I didn't have the right stuff or the right gear, but I've been all around the world. I've been to K2, been to the Himalayas, Amazon jungle. You name a place, I've been there.
Swear to God, if he was about to say because of a knee injury.
Sadly, my age seems to be caught up with me, and as much as I want to jump in on this, I think, gold rush, I don't think I can, but especially since, as he gestures to his eyes, I don't think I've seen the things that you've all seen. Reese, roll me a biology check.
Can I just auto-pass it because I have an 8?
Yeah. You notice, like, besides the robot, all of you are bespectacled. And when he gestures through his eyes, and the fact that you seem to be able to see the arm on Ryla, you and Cersei are able to, that no one else can. There seems to be something there, although you're not as occultically inclined to really understand why quite yet. Unless you want to roll for it.
He can put two and two together.
Yeah.
Like,
as you flash back to the night your friend Joan lost her own arm.
He'll, like, lean back and with his arms crossed and go, "So you mean we've already seen weird shit and it's altered our eyes?"
One could Yes, one could. Hey, your third eye's been opened. I dabble in a lot of this cult
Okay.
mumbo jumbo literature. What?
Okay. Have you pulled a Persona 4?
TT, I've been pulling a Persona 4 for this setting since I started.
Should
And now
note
you're...
that
So there's a justification why everyone in this setting has to have glasses.
It's been there since the beginning.
that's
been here the
always
whole
how it's
time.
been.
Just making sure. Just making sure, but I'm reading this exactly as it is.
Oh,
Okay.
Persona 4 was a big influence, trust me.
Also, as he says third eye, Ryla, like, subconsciously reaches up and touches her face.
Some people
I
say
say-
it's your pineal gland or something. I'm not sure. I know the lingo behind it, but I've been to all those theosophic meetings and all that, the New Age religion, all the rich, the fellow folks of high society are all getting to. I never really gelled with that. That was never really my interest. I've been more into physically finding something side of things and all the spiritual, nebulous kind of stuff. As he, even though you don't see it on his designs, because I didn't have a design for it, as he messes with a little pin on his chest, almost longingly. If someone wants to roll an empathy check or an occult check on either on his body language or his pen, you can.
Which one's empathy?
It's a
Why are you rolling like this, Reese?
Cersei, you know this
Mhm.
man's feeling all too well. This is a man who's longing to find something, but being unable to is just eating at him. And it is something that is the fact that he's entrusting something like what he's trying to offer to you is probably very painful for him to even admit to do. Basically, you get a feeling that he wants to be the one to do this, but knows he can't, and that just eats it. Like you can tell this is something that he spent a lot of his life chasing,
Mhm.
but was never able to do, and that is tearing him up inside. And you can tell by the pen on just what exactly he's looking for, as the pen on his chest is a pen that you've seen a lot of, Cersei. It is the Fellowship of Atlantis pen. Suddenly, it all clicks in your head. The dude's been looking for Atlantis his whole life.
I can promise that I will do my level best to make sure that your efforts are not wasted.
Well, anyways, where am I, man? I forgot to tell you about the job. I happen to know a scientist, a man who's invented a few gadgets and the like that. Is currently in the prototype phase, and he's given me, as he holds up what looks like a compass with like a green hue, this little doohickey that he calls a resonance compass, as he puts it down in front of you. Now, my friend has me believe that if you attune this doohickey to certain artifacts or places of specific value, it will hone in and attune itself to a specific place. The specific place, he says, could very well take you all to the Hollow Earth. Specifically, no vortice or any of those other places required. Go on, TT.
It's a log pose.
Kinda.
I'm sorry, it's not a long pose, but it's like it's a little bit of a long pose.
You say it
I
could
get that.
it could
Sorry.
potentially take us. What?
Well, you know how weird scientists are.
Yeah.
It's more of an they say their doohickeys might work, then it explodes. Now, my friend is very insistent about this 110% working, as well as working very well when it's plugged in with his drilling machine he's got cooked up.
Ooh.
The problem is getting this, getting this thing attuned. Now, I also happen to have a contact with a certain paleontologist doctor over on the Frontier Museum, who, due to my generous donation to her cause, have managed to get a free night in the Frontier Museum all to ourselves, to where we can, or should I say, you all, get a good run of the place and see if they have anything that you can attune this little beauty to.
So you want us to take it to the museum, get it attuned to the Hollow Earth, and then let it rip?
Precisely. Get it attuned to a specific location, and once we plug it into the drilling machine, it should be able to take you where you need to go. Because I'm sure, as you all know, that you can't just dig straight down. It doesn't seem to work. And trust me, I've seen plenty of people try.
That seems like a fairly solid plan to me.
So, let's all get you, once you all get a late dinner on me, I can have one of my chauffeurs fly you over to the Frontier Museum after when it closes, and you can have a nice run of the place. And
Well, I'm all
once
for it.
we get to the tuned, and how would you all like to be a part of the maiden voyage into the Hollow Earth?
I would like that very much.
Reese's first gut instinct is to say fuck no and leave, but he's not actually gonna say that. He's just gonna look like he bit into a lemon and then sit there for a second and go,
I can guarantee you, it'll be worth your while.
fine.
Well, I didn't sign up for this line of work to sit in my office all day.
I feel I'm very excited to get started.
There's another kind of, it's not directed at anybody, but it's just kind of a general uncomfortable look on Reese's face. Just like,
Also, I won't lie, Miss Atticop's enthusiasm is just magnetic.
Oh, thank you. It's the first time I've heard that complimented before.
Looks at Reese and Robette expectantly.
Reese just kind of gazes back at her with the look on his face of, if you expect me to interact with human beings, you're going to get what you get.
And it seems to be prompting a response. Robot begins to, like, the whirl and pistons go up. Unit designation, P-A4A1D, otherwise described as Robet, is on loan from Mama Macaw. Sorry, I screwed that. Would be Lady Mama Macaw.
What are you doing, Cat?
Well, that's at least 3 of the 4 of us on board.
Reese has already said fine.
Okay.
He doesn't
Well,
say
that's all 4.
enthused.
Well, let's have this dinner.
You're not given a hoity-toity, like, rich people's dinner. You're given an actual hearty Chicago dinner.
We're not given something to brag about, we're giving something to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not giving me, like, little tiny hors d'oeuvres that, like, barely fill you up. Oh, no. This is like penthouse steakhouse, kinda.
What a relief we get to eat actual food.
Do you not usually get to?
Not all through the rich, no.
Don't you all have money so you can eat more?
Well, I've tried to argue that, but apparently there's status and things that we're supposed to care about more than nutrition.
Rich people are weird. No offense.
So,
No, it's true.
so is it like you have enough to eat so you prove you don't have to?
Yeah, I suppose that's a way to put it. It's the rarity of the food is often valued more than the actual nutritional or taste.
It's the proof that they can buy things that other people can't and eat it.
Ryla's doing mental arithmetic to try and decide if saying that's weird would be considered rude, considering it would be talking about a group to which current company belongs.
I already did it, so.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's weird, yeah.
Ryla, this is probably some of the best steak you've ever had. It's just melt off the bone tender.
Is there like some kind of will? I'm gonna make a will roll, not to just.
Yeah, a willpower. There's a willpower skill. Yeah, you don't make a
Ryla does not moan orgasmically, but she looks like she's about to.
Cersei, it's not like this isn't like the best like tasting meal you've ever had, but it's one of the more filling ones you've gotten from a high society establishment.
Oh, this is quite lovely. Thank you.
And what does Reese order?
So I've thought about this, and I'm like waffling between he's a vegetarian and he's not. I think he would order a fish dish. Like, he doesn't order a steak or anything, he would order fish.
Yeah. You get brought out to you a perfectly glazed like salmon. This is a pretty damn good slice of fish you've gotten. You don't know probably the best fish you've gotten because you've been as everyone knows, the best kind of fish you get is if you're on the ocean
Hmm.
and you go to a local seafood market.
He's also been fishing himself on the Great Lakes. 'Cause
Oh,
he
yeah.
had fish directly off of,
You can tell this is like this fish was probably caught today off the lake.
So it's good.
Yeah, not the best fish you've ever had, but pretty good. Almost makes up for how you have to deal with people today. Almost.
Dealing with people after my day job, yeah.
Yeah. It almost makes up for it. Almost.
And he'll kind of
Which
like,
that in itself says a lot.
after he's had a couple bites and is full and not so crabby, he'll like pinch the bridge of his nose and look up and go, "I apologize for my abrupt, gruff nature. I'm going to be completely blunt. I don't like people."
You haven't been gruff.
Oh, I haven't hit the threshold then.
Oh,
You've been perfectly nice.
He's gonna cut his eyes at Ryla and go, think to himself. He's not gonna say anything. He's gonna go, "You have very low standards."
I tend to rub people the wrong way when they meet me, so it's fine.
No, you've been one of the more pleasant people I've
Everyone.
interacted with that I don't know.
Well, that's kind to say.
I have a small circle of friends that I tolerate, and I don't like other people. It's nothing, it doesn't reflect on you, it's just that I don't get along with others.
Oh, like a cat.
You are not the first person who said that. He's just gonna go back to eating his fish. Like, apology
Don't worry
given.
about it.
Don't care anymore.
Don't worry about it. I have my people too. I would hope that by the end of this adventure, this group falls under that umbrella, but, you know.
I can promise you that I'll be more pleasant company if we're in each other's company for more than a day or two. This is just me warning you that I'm not exactly warm and fuzzy and cuddly.
That's alright. I'm not usually the one who does the talking in my group, so.
Kind of surprised that they didn't ask Joan to go.
So, I was asked to come here mainly because I'm a bit of a bookworm. I like to study a lot of esoteric topics. But what brings the rest of you?
They didn't exactly explain why, but I'm guessing it's because I'm a doctor.
Oh, yes, I imagine that would be very useful.
Yeah, Kay,
yeah.
with my stats, it says that I'm incredibly famous as a biologist. Would she know me?
I imagine I am playing vast and loose with how the setting operates.
Well,
So,
maybe
like,
if
in
she
the-
was.
So,
Sorry.
like, the descriptor, like, you are probably well known in your field, but, like,
Yeah,
I'll leave that to TT if you've ever heard of a Dr. Green.
yeah, she brought up that she's curious and she reads books, so it might be one of the people
Yeah.
who would know him outside of his field.
Let me see here. Okay. Academics literature, academics occult. I do have animal handling and medicine. So I'll do medicine. Just wait. I know science biology.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll that. If I get a certain number of successes, we'll say, yeah,
You do.
I apparently do.
Cersei, of all the various like occult pulp magazines you subscribe to, I mean, what else you gonna do with your ostentatious wealth? So you basically just get constant mail orders of new magazines. Of note was basically a biology review that deals with the adventures of one doctor with an incident in northern Wisconsin with a certain Dr. Rice Green and a weird scientist by the name of Joan Bowman, who happened to run afoul of, quote, dogmen.
Joan? Rice? Are you Rice, Dr. Rice Green?
Yes, that is me.
You encountered the dogmen, am I correct? Like the Beast of Bray Road and such?
Yeah, that was me.
Fucking hide behinds.
How marvelous! And yes, you're definitely very well suited to this expedition.
There's like a twist to his mouth, and he goes, "It wasn't exactly pleasant."
Oh, I imagine not, but I'm just saying that you have experience and expertise in this sort of field that would definitely be useful. Although I can understand why you would be reluctant to go back into it if it was a traumatic experience. She starts looking panicked, like a person who doesn't want to keep talking anymore, but doesn't know how to get out of the situation.
I can read that. I can read body language pretty well. It's like, it's fine. It just it's hard to
Also,
explain.
I forgot to do a thing. Everybody, you need choose a flaw.
That's
So
Yeah.
choose
flaw.
somebody.
Yeah.
Choose one of each other's flaws, right?
So like, do what we used to do in Melody and pick a person, and they'll tell you which of your flaws to use.
Right.
okay.
Well, right now my only flaw is shy.
I have shy and danger magnet. So I don't think danger magnet's gonna come across. I've been trying to play him as quote unquote shy, more antisocial.
Robette, since you've been playing pretty robotically, and for Reese and Cersei, you all three of you get a style point.
All right.
Okay. We started with how many?
5, I think? You're now up to 6.
Okay.
But he'll sigh and go, it's fine, Miss Attercop. It just wasn't. It wasn't my greatest showing. And it ended up with my best friend losing an arm.
Okay. I'm quite sorry.
It's alright, she built herself a new one. She can punch through solid rock now. I'm sure she's happier with it.
Cut to an explosion in like the far distance and just the spectral image of Joan with a thumbs up behind it.
It's just this.
That was probably unrelated.
Where's... It's just this.
And for context, this is what Reese and Joan have to deal with.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
Oh, Newt would not like that.
No, she would not.
And I suppose for our viewers, I might as well.
I'm streaming the screen for this
Ah.
one because I don't have a static image, so they're seeing everything.
Hell yeah!
Michigan Dogman prowls these woods.
And usually when there is something important at the moment, I will show the picture of it. So
Hell yeah!
Gotcha.
yeah, it was an interesting encounter. Where did you read it? He like kind of grimaces and goes, "Where did you read that?"
How do they
Since
phrase
this was
it?
a biology check, it would be in some sort of biology publication, probably a scholarly one.
You for like the Dogman story, you've heard of it from like a pulp magazine from northern Wisconsin about like the. And then when you heard of that name, Reese, you sought out a publication with that name behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you've heard him both from a like biology like publication of like newly discovered animals of the Great Lakes area.
I specifically cite the biology
Yep.
text rather than the pulp text that began the search.
I imagine the pulp text has blown it out of proportion.
You know, Miss Adacop and Robette, I'm actually really glad you're coming along. See, normally I can't be left alone in a room with Reese's.
That brand does not exist here.
I googled it. They were created November 15th, 1928.
Yeah, but in the world of Wander, they're called Malcolms.
Oh. Oh, then that joke does not land at all. I apologize.
Forgot what reality I'm in. Sorry.
Happens sometimes.
Don't worry. Forgetting which reality you're in happens a lot in this setting.
I imagine since, the robot has nothing to eat, she's just kind of standing, like, politely behind, like, off to the side. Like,
Attention.
yeah. Essentially what you'd imagine a maid or the help would. Probably some sort of servant subroutine kicked in.
Oh, do
Miss
you?
Robert, I feel we're being a little bit rude. How did you come into the service here?
What was that?
How did you come to be recruited?
I am unknown. Or, I should say, unit-designated Robet is on loan from one Lady Mama Macaw.
We heard of that.
Yes, but each of you will get something different from this.
Ooh.
Reese, you know Mama Macaw as one of the runner of the Flapper gang. Basically, one of the various like criminal supervillain gangs that run your kind of district of the city.
Yeah, I imagine they leave me alone because I am a doctor and I'm.
Yeah, they leave you alone because you're a doctor, and at one point, apparently, you did a solid for the Clown Mafia by fixing one of the balloon animals.
How the fuck did I do that?
You keep asking. Every time you remember that happened, you ask the same question.
You just put like a fucking strip of tape over like the hole punched in the balloon animal. It's like, you're amazing, a genius, doctor.
You
And he's
don't
just
remember
like, what?
the incident at all, but apparently you got in good graces of the Clown Mafia. So now no one asks you for protection money anymore.
Reese, you fixed a balloon animal. Most precious creature. You are part of me familia now.
It's associated so hard. Doesn't remember anything.
Like, how did I do that? How did I do that? I don't remember what I did. What the fuck? They must have done it because otherwise they wouldn't say so unless they're fucking
Well, the
giving me a
helium
long
was running
con.
low. The helium was running low and they were starting to sink, and you very carefully managed to undo the knot, reinflate it with new helium, and then tie it back up so it would float again.
That's fucking hilarious.
This is no funny business.
Oh my god.
Well, Mafia repays its debts.
And Cersei, what you know is like, oh, so she's a fine, upstanding citizen of high society, that woman. Criminal? Perish the thought.
You know, lots of people in high society get accused of being tied to the organized crime, and it's a poppycock.
Reese is just eating his salmon like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe this shit.
Ryla, Mama Macaw has hired you and the gals once to join their queer extravaganza parade.
Hired me for a parade once.
Yeah, the parades are fun.
It was nice just being one of the gals, you know.
Oh, yeah. Quality time with the girls.
You also. Also, you have a picture of Mama Macaw shaking hands with ear of Speakeasy, the local superheroine who may or may not be severely morally compromised.
Say that
I've
about
never
every
heard of
superhero.
Morally compromised speakeasy. It's nothing more moral than a speakeasy.
Some people just think they're just too good for superheroes, you know?
Oh god, is Zack Snyder here?
No, none of that. There are no boys. There is no Snyder.
Thank god.
I need water real quick.
Yeah, on the day of my balloon animal's wedding. You are my familia.
Okay.
Rishava.
Did I get an invitation to the balloon animal's wedding?
Yes, you did.
Of course they're one of those people that hold weddings for their fucking pets. Of course they're one of those people.
I imagine I
Well, it's
had
really-
to go.
It's really me playing on the day of my father's wedding, of my daughter's wedding
Oh.
thing from The Godfather. But yes, we
No,
can say.
I know, but
I
that's
know.
the thing that the fucking clown mafia would do.
There's some pet people that are just a little nuts. Which, you know, it's harmless, more power to them, but it's still nuts.
I may be a part of organized crime, and I may also be a clown, but that doesn't mean I'm not still Catholic. And by God, I refuse to allow my precious balloon animal to not be considered sanctified in the eyes of the Lord.
God.
Balloon puppies they had from this union will be well off in the eyes of Christ. This I have determined.
Reese will have a breakdown going, where the fuck did the balloon puppies come from?
Okay, that...
I didn't become a biologist to find out where balloon puppies come from.
Balloon
I tell you,
doll.
man, Mike's in the corner over there.
Oh,
It's just Jimmy. He'll blow them up for you real nice.
I'm gonna be on mute for a second.
goddamn.
Once everyone's back, we can change the scenes.
No one asked me how I came into this line of work.
After Riley's done being asked how she came in this line of work.
How about
Well,
you, ma'am? How did you end up dragged over here?
well, one day I was minding my own business when, A voice in my head started telling me the end was nigh, and that I needed to make right the world for its return.
Reese leans away a little bit.
And, I'm not just gonna do something just because a voice tells me to, and then my arm tried to strangle me.
I'm glad it didn't succeed.
So after I dealt with that, pretty much immediately became clear that I was, being in my home was a danger to my family, and, did some odd jobs, met up with my girls, and, found out, people will pay me to be a meat shield for them.
Does the hand thing still happen?
Oh no, I gnawed through it.
You shield people's meat?
No, I am the shield.
Oh. For the meat?
Yes.
You're
Or is
the-
it that I'm a shield made of meat? Okay, actually, I'm not really sure which one that expression means, come to think of it.
It means you being made of meat, I'm pretty sure.
Right. The point is, people will pay you to, when people are going somewhere dangerous, they will pay good money for a big, scary lady to stand in front of them, so anything that gets thrown at them hits me instead.
I will admit that I have often dreamed of having a big scary lady stand next to me, but I don't know, that seems a little exploitative.
I mean, the money's good. The money is...
Imagining Rylo's like the scene from fucking Evil Dead. But she just bites her own arm off.
Well, I suppose I've never known what it is to be lacking in money, so if that's what you need to survive, I definitely don't judge you for it, but I don't know. I feel you should be allowed to value your own bodily security a bit more.
I can take a little bit more than most people, but I admit.
I, for one, would like to apologize for all the sex jokes I am making in this game.
Listen, we all know what Sir Shattercop's about. Monster thirst.
I admit. Once I get all once this whole thing gets off the ground and is stable, I would really like to go into acting.
Well, that would be fun.
It was a whirl and a click and just a Guardian credentials acknowledged.
Like, I've been practicing. I think I'm good at getting into a new headspace. And I've got a pretty good vocal range. The problem is right now when people want starlets, they want starlets, small and petite
That is true.
and white.
And busty.
Well,
I
I understand that the reality is the way it is. I do wish it was different.
It doesn't have to be a starlet role. I could, if I have
No,
to,
don't sell yourself short. You should be a starlet if you want to be a starlet.
I could be happy if I was, putting on makeup and chasing people around in the B movies. We have those, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes, we do.
You have the motion picture.
I thought so, but then
Like an old dark house picture. Oh, person in a great big hood chasing people. Strangling them with garrots. How exciting. What were we talking about?
Careers.
Oh, yes.
Like, have you ever seen that movie, Them, the Horror from Beyond the Stars?
Yes, I think I have.
You know, the guy playing the alien in that, they got him drunk, and they dared him to just do that space run after all the actors. I could totally do that.
I
I
bet
wouldn't
you
even
could.
need to be drunk for it. Also, I wouldn't mind carrying Gwen Valentine into the swamp.
She is a fine lady. I
I shouldn't
certainly
have
have never
said that,
met
should
her
I have?
personally. I like to think we're all in sort of a confidence here.
Yeah, you all know Gwen Valentine.
Yeah, Reese
Riley's
has
just developing a checklist of celebrity crushes, isn't she?
Reese has no reaction to any of these. Like, yeah, I guess.
You've heard rumors that celebrity gossip that Gwen Valentine's dating someone who helps run the very museum you're now going to. But most of the celebrity gossip says it's Rick Rockwell, so you don't know if that's true or not. Probably bullshit.
Yeah,
Rockwell. Some sack of shit.
Rockwell just doesn't seem her type.
I don't think anyone's Rockwell's type.
Yeah, Miss Valentine, she always struck me as a woman who was more into, standards.
And women.
Reese is
Oh,
gonna
are we allowed to say that?
mutter under his breath. Rockwell is the only one that's Rockwell's type.
Anywho, as the clock clock down, your patron arrives back is like, I hope everyone here had a wonderful dinner.
This was a marvelous dinner, I must say. Great company, too.
It was good.
Glad you're all starting to get to know each other. Anyways, Frontier Museum is just about closed down for now. So would you all like to accompany me? And we'll get you sorted out. Don't worry about the check.
Real quick. In that case, can I get a box of rolls for the road?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Don't worry about the tips. We make sure. I'll tip all the staff 15 each for each of you.
All right.
1930s money is a lot of money.
It's very generous.
Thank you very much.
Oh, if I tried to tip like that with my family, the smack I would get.
Why?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, just for being frivolous with money.
I don't.
They don't actually smack you, do they?
Well, you know.
No, I don't. I don't know.
They shouldn't, especially if you're tipping people who have served you all night. You're supposed to be generous as a rich person, right?
Well, I mean, I certainly think we can afford to be, but there are standards that have to be maintained, and wealth has to be preserved. It's a lesson I didn't learn very well, despite the forceful way of teaching it. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, Saoirse, the economics aside, do people hit you?
Well, no more than any other child, I imagine.
Um,
The amount
I was
children
taught
should be hit is 0.
I was taught that hitting people is only something you should do in the service of protecting someone or yourself physically.
Huh.
My auntie never hit me. And I wasn't the most well-behaved kid, but she never hit me. And I know she was biased because she could probably knock a tree down by hitting it, but still.
Well,
Is this uncomfortable?
I'm just not sure what to say. I guess I don't have a lot of experiences outside of my own family, so it's a little hard for me to I'm sure they had perfectly valid reasons for it, and it didn't seem that out of the ordinary.
Please don't let people hit you.
Well, I mean, they haven't had to hit me for a while.
As you all pull up and arrive, you arrive at
Nyla gives Reese a look. One of those quiet. We are going to protect. We are going to protect this lady.
He's looking right back, and you know that this is a person that does not like people. He's told you himself, and he's just like, the look he's giving you is like, yeah, it's probably a good thing she's going on this with us, and we'll try to teach her, no, people shouldn't touch you without your consent.
If someone touches you in a place or a way you don't like, that's no good.
It's no good.
As you all arrive, do you see the new map?
I do. It's a good map.
This is only the first floor. There's 3, but I didn't have time to do the other 3.
Oh,
The
there's a moose.
Jurassic Park theme intensifies.
Alright. So I'm gonna give you this doohickey, and once you're done, take as long as you need to. Just as long as you're done for the day shift arrives tomorrow.
Alright.
So basically, out of character. Even though you have this map to go on, there's also 3 other floors that you don't see.
Oh, this is our cabin in the woods basement.
Uh-huh. So there's what you're going to do is basically I'm going to let you guys go around this museum. I'm going to assume that most of you have been to the Field Museum at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
In character or out?
Out of character.
Yeah, we've all been together.
I don't think I've been with Gatha specifically to the Field Museum.
I have
I
been.
don't think I
I
got
have.
to, I
been
didn't go.
there.
I didn't go to the Field Museum with any of you guys. I've never gotten to go.
Oh.
We
I mean, but I have gone on my own though, and with my family. So.
Okay. We all need to resolve that at some point.
Yeah.
Especially now that since I'm like 2 hours away from Chicago.
I saw Sue.
Good.
So anyways, so basically, I'm going to let you guys explore the museum in character. So doesn't even need to be what's on this floor specifically. So as you're all given a map. Basically, this is the first floor, which is the map floor, which has the Natural History Hall, which is like the prehistoric dinosaur hall, the Hall of World Mysteries, which is to the top left corner. To the top right corner is the Hall of Medieval Warfare, and at the bottom left is the Hall of Animals. On the other floors, you have the ground floor, which is like the most of the halls of history. So like the hall of East Asia, the Hall of the Pacific, the Hall of the Americas, etc. If you want to go to like a specific world history to a specific culture, place, or time, as well as on the second floor you have the Hall of Geology, the brand new Hall of Thaumatherian Studies, and the Hall of Antiquities. In the basement, you have the museum library, which has so many different books that you can go through. But it's going to be depending on what your character specifically is looking for. And there may or may not be a behind-the-scenes section that might require you to be a little snoopy.
Oh, can we start with the natural history section?
The world is your oyster, so you want to go...
That was in character.
Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
Reese has just kind of got his hands in his pockets, like, follow wherever you go, I guess.
I will say, as the group moves, Robet does seem to slow and remain near the back of the group. Anyone who's taken like self-defense courses or worked as a bodyguard, note that she's in Overwatch mode. In short, she's ready for in case something jumps out at them. Not that anything will. It's just, you know.
I bet
Also-
she means Roadhog.
Ha!
That's
Overwatch
Symmetra?
mode.
Mm.
Overwatch mode, I get it.
Yep. There he goes. Yeah,
As
it's
you
not a
enter the
doll.
Hall of History, you enter the
For your
Minerva Luna
history.
Hall of Natural History.
Hell yeah, my girl.
The formerly
Keep
known
up.
as the formerly Rockwell Hall of Natural History that's recently been renamed.
Hell yeah, my girl. Sweep up. Take his fucking center.
As you see ads going in for some of the new exhibits that has been found from her various recent expeditions into the Old West, including of the Acracanthus, which is a sail-backed carnivore, the Daptoraptor, and the unusually agile Bit sword dinosaur with sickle claws, as well as Lerna Monstrum, some sort of weird fucking thing with like a proboscis, two stalk eyes. It's fucking like you guys have never seen anything like this fucking thing.
Oh, I love this thing.
Mm.
It's like the concept art for life as we know it.
Reese is quiet looking at it, but he's thinking in the back of his mind, this looks like something that would chase me in the dark of a back road for 2 hours because of some weird bullshit that it wants from me.
Oh, they have a plesiosaur.
So the Hall of Natural History basically starts from the beginning of life through the Mesozoic all the way up to the Ice Age Hall. So any specific things you want to look for while you're in here? Any specific fossils, any specific eras?
Oh, I wish cameras were more advanced. I would want to photograph with that with that Kilkukanis.
I think Reese is just kind of paying attention to the device that we've been given.
Uh-huh.
But every time that he like pauses for that we pause for a long time or even like maybe a minute, he will just kind of wander off by himself and look at whatever is right next to him and read the plaque like very carefully. He's not looking for anything in specific. He's just enjoying the fact that he's at the Natural History Museum without other people.
The Museum of Natural History.
This is probably
What's
like...
the
Yeah?
I was gonna say, what's the time? What time are we based on again?
What, like 1930s, 40s?
Okay. I was just curious because it determines which fossils are are probably around. Yeah, excluding the ones you pointed out.
Yeah, certain like some animals have been discovered ahead of time in this setting.
Yeah.
Due to just due to a lot of women getting into the bone chasing hobby due to the war. So there's a lot of lady paleontologists out there.
Also,
Dr.
I was just
Lorna is in here and she is cleaning up.
Yeah. Also, I was looking to when the infamous Archaeopteryx fossil was discovered and widely displayed. So they probably have a cast.
Archaeopteryx here.
I mean the Archaeopteryx fossil, the original.
Oh, that was in like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Also, I think that's in Germany.
Yeah, they probably have a replica though. A lot of people have a replica of that thing.
I know. In the Field Museum has its own Archaeopteryx now.
Mm-hmm. The fossil was so famous, just everyone had a fucking replica of it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Japan still recognizes how cool Archaeopteryx is.
Oh yeah. There's Archaeopteryx fossils here.
Okay.
Ryla gets to the sign that reads, "Why have sex?" Are they allowed to say that here?
I guess.
I've always heard that it's for the immense pleasure of the act.
Reese just kind of looks at you at you and goes, "I wouldn't know."
Neither would I.
Sorry. The bring up the talk like, why have sex? This is a pause. He goes, pricing variable.
That is an incredibly worrying statement.
But that is a sign at the Field Museum.
Yeah, I know, I saw it.
Probably not this era, but fuck it. I'm God. I can say it is.
Yeah.
I mean, considering how fucked the populations are, they could absolutely have a little sign or mini display of please have sex.
Please
They
just
could have a Shinzo Abe, why have sex?
I was
just
thinking
fuck.
the same thing.
Please just fuck.
It's just fuck.
Please have kids. Have a family.
Reese is like, fuck you, no.
I don't
Think
know
of
if I
all
can
these
get
poor empty
pregnant
houses
anymore.
where we can't sell to anyone.
Even the houses you're still not going to sell to anybody.
God, I just had the thought that in this setting, that the town I grew up in wouldn't exist because it's less than 400 people.
Yeah, it would be right down to 100 people.
It would not be
It would
there.
It would be crawling with hodags.
It would.
Yeah, that
60
town
people at
would,
most.
Yeah, that town would be lost to the rural sprawl.
It's almost
You go there and all the roads are gone and all the buildings are overgrown in pine trees.
I have a question.
Yes.
In the conventional knowledge of this of a person in this setting, How much autonomy do dolls have?
To your knowledge, most auto dolls don't have a lot of autonomy. To your knowledge, most auto dolls aren't even sapient. There are rumors of auto dolls gaining sapience, although it's hard to tell if that's actually a thing or like pulp media propaganda or like pulp media stories. The one you do know is that there was a model of auto doll called a World's Fair model that was premiered once in the 30s that has never been seen again, as it's powered by a specific energy source called a Vril core.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed to be so clearly, eerily human and sapient, but you've never seen like one of those again. So, if Robot is sapient, which you probably doubt at this point.
Is it rude to just ask someone if they're sapient?
Yes.
I do that all the time to my customers.
Riley's checking out the whale now.
Listen, when a customer comes in with something they shouldn't stick in their nose, that's an appropriate thing to ask.
It's also just such a cutting insult. Are you sapient?
Also, Reese, as you're walking through the Hall of Animals, you notice the man-eaters of Mustang.
Ooh. Mm.
Twin tigers that devoured hundreds of people in the late 1800s during the construction of tea trains to connect Tibet to the Great King. They were rare albino tigers, which is probably why they pivoted to eating people due to the inability to hunt normal prey, called the twin Rakshasa in their native tongue.
Reese is gonna read that plaque and go look up and see if there's anybody like listening to him too close, and goes, "Good job, motherfuckers. You should have eaten more."
Have you guys ever looked at a sperm whale?
I've read Moby Dick. Does that count?
Like, if you noticed how freaky tiny their jaws are?
Ooh. It is
Like-
rather thin, isn't it?
Like when you see a sperm whale, whenever you see them in books or comics, they're like these big caves with flippers, and then you look at it, it's got this little tiny little arm for a jaw.
I'm going to use my biology knowledge because I actually know the answer to this. And he's just gonna kind of flippantly say, well, that's because they don't actually hunt by biting things, they suck things into their mouth. They don't need them to be very large.
How oddly sensual.
And after you're done looking at the man-eaters of Savo, not the man-eaters of Savo, the man-eaters of Mustang, you see a pickled, preserved giant squid.
Yeah, like this.
That real?
Yep.
It'd have to be like a bottle like half the size of a car if they squashed it down.
Basically, it's like in one of those like glass like cases that's also filled with preservatives.
Oh,
that you can look
gotcha.
into.
It'd be like a 10-foot long case or something.
Yeah, this is like a 40-foot long case.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's a big one.
Hey, I see it here on the map, actually.
Yeah, he would eat things like this by just sucking it down to his throat.
Oh.
That's probably why he has all those scars on his face. He's gonna point, like, he's gonna go into a rant. You've pushed the button of things that he actually likes.
People always have this mythology of the great kraken and the whale, but it's actually not true. The whale just eats it.
That's exactly what's happening right now.
Gersha is enthralled.
And once he realizes that he's actually speaking and people are listening to him, he's gonna immediately shut himself off.
Oh no, please keep going.
Are you sure? Nobody really likes it when I
Yes.
do that.
Well, a lot of people have very terrible taste when it comes to small talk.
I suppose it's better than talking about the weather for the 50th time. Alright, well, is there anything you're really curious about? And he's gonna react much warmer to you right now.
She points at like every creature that they come across.
He'll tell you exactly what he knows about all of them.
Yeah, this hall is like has like a good example of animals throughout the animal kingdom that has been. A lot of it's skeletons, but a lot of it's also taxidermied from old hunters that got donated to this museum. It's a shame you would like to see them alive, but most zoos these days, outside of select few, are pretty bad.
Yeah. So yeah, he'll just go around and point at everything and that you're pointing at and tell you exactly what he knows about that particular animal.
And Saoirse listens with rapt attention. There's one thing that girl likes, it's animal facts.
It's one thing that Reese likes. It's somebody who doesn't want him to make small talk. Listens to him when he rambles about animals.
Special interest go.
Yeah, we push the button coming into the field museum where there's animals. It's like he's a different person when he's talking about things like this, by the way.
No.
His face lights up, and the perpetual frown that's on it disappears, and he's actually smiling when he's talking to you, and it changes his face.
Ryla,
Hello.
as you're walking through the museum, I want you to roll me a willpower save. Or a willpower check.
Okay.
With a +2 negative.
Okay, so I add +2 to the dice pool modifier?
No.
So -2.
-2.
Okay, you phrased that wrongly. Okay.
Ryla,
Whoa.
you feel a force compelling you to go to an employees only door.
Do I just do it automatically, or can I, like, beckon to someone?
You just. It's not like you're being like drawn to it like hypnotically. You're just like for like some reason you really want to go in there and have a look.
What's that? What's that? I like what I see. An important-looking door.
Just for thee.
Calls out to me.
Ryla looks around to see if anyone's nearby.
Also, you guys can all hear the music, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She looks around to see if anyone's nearby, like anyone outside the group, to see if she's being watched, and inside to see if she can track
I assume
in
we're
my-
all kind of close-ish together.
From what I'm seeing on the map, 3 of you are in the Hall of Animals. Ryla's in the big hall.
We were together in the Hall of Animals. If people started moving out, we probably would have followed them.
Okay, role-playing sense. Anyone wish to accompany Ryla as she does some snooping?
I'm too busy listening to Reese talk about animals.
Fair enough.
Given that Ryla has stipulated that she is very hardy and does not need overly protection, Robet will acknowledge that Ryla's moving off, but returns attention to the small, squishier people.
Yeah.
Okay.
How tall is Cersei?
She's like 5'0".
Okay, so you're one of the people who are smaller than Reese.
Mm-hmm. She's short.
Yeah, in terms of fighting, it goes Cersei to Reese and Robet to Ryla.
A nice sliding scale.
So
As
Ryla's
you-
gonna act natural and then
Snoop.
do some snooping.
Roll me a larceny check to open the door. Or a strength check if you wanna...
Which one is larceny?
Pretty sure that is a dexterity. Let me double check. Oh, what the hell? Why are you sideways?
Are you sideways?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's a dexterity, which is lockpicking, pickpocketing, security, etc. Yeah, with your one arm, it seems to like congeal over the doorknob, and like you manage to like, with like a good grip, like force the lock open as you slink into the behind the scenes staff only section. Of note, you see a bunch of signs, fossil storage, plant storage, expedition processing, rare books, and personnel offices. Of note, the recent fossil storage and recent expedition seems to catch your immediate attention.
Which one?
Fossil storage and recent recent expedition.
I'm gonna say recent expedition.
Okay. As you get closer, your hand begins to tingle. As you open the door to the recent expedition processing and you turn on the light, you see what looks like a bunch of crates that with the words Rockwell at Antarctic Expedition supplies.
Oh. Gonna stick our nose right in that.
As you go through it, you open one crate and you almost jump scare yourself. You see a taxidermized penguin that's as tall as you are.
Dear God, a penguin. God's mistake.
Oh, penguin. I'm sorry, Miss or Mrs. Penguin.
As then you like start like going through like other crates and you see like some photographs, including some of a very, very pompous cleft-chaired individual that you just get the feeling of stop right there.
Jesus.
Stop. Like you just see the underbite just jutting up. Like that chin just
Habsenberg.
and who's like standing on a rock like Captain Morgan style looking off into the distance. And with the tag expedition note saying expeditions into New Rockwell land.
Oh God. He fucking would too.
Well, there goes any guilt I have about this.
As you're going through it, you find a lot of strange fossiliferous rock that seems to like eat at you. As you can't help but like finagle it in your hand and look at it. Something feels familiar and visceral to you, and you don't know why.
Hope this rock isn't igneous or sedimentary or metamorphic.
Oh, if you've read Adam and you're watching this, I hope you're getting all the jokes. 'Cause I am. It's very funny.
But as you blink, once and you put the rock down, you're like, wait, what? Why are you doing here? You forgot why you were even here in the first place.
What?
Rylan,
Yeah?
please increase your idyllic sensitivity skill by 1.
Okay.
So instead of a 2, it should now be a 3.
Okay. What was I looking for?
You just see a picture of Rockwell again, and you feel a visceral disgust.
God,
way
the
to kill this
camera.
man, apparently.
God, the camera does not love you, sir.
As you exit the fossil storage, you are currently in the personnel, the behind-the-scenes personnel area. You want to go down any of the other?
Well, the fossils called to me too. Curious what I was looking for there.
Okay. As you reach into fossil storage, you pry open the door, and what you see is 2 portraits of a creature that of some sort of large pterosaur. One is of a very large giraffe-like flying titan, which is dubbed the Lorna model, and then you have a very long-tailed wyvern-like depiction of what seems to be the same creature, but instead of a long neck, it has a long tail that looks kind of like a wyvern, called the Rockwell model.
Literally did the Copen Marsh thing with the fucking plesiosaur.
Yeah, and there's like opposing notes, like back and forth on this from the different doctors, and it's like just from reading, it's vicious.
The irony that Lerna is the marsh in this problem, rather than the cope.
Oh, this is personal. Oh, this is very personal.
There may or may not be some sexist jabs thrown in.
What do you mean, may not?
It's Rockwell. There are.
But as you move past that, you also find crates of fossil forest rocks from a quarry in Canada. Which, do you investigate further?
Yes.
Okay. As you do so, you find the shipping manifest that reads, that says, "This is our last shipment for now. Lots of dead mine workers in this in Macquarie have have made it so we can't give the museum any more samples for the time being until the situation is resolved." Signed, the Burgess Mining Company.
Oh. Wonder if I should leave them my card.
As you take a peek inside the crate, and it looks like very large, almost insect-like bodies that seem to be like very intricately preserved.
Fucking like a new one. I mean, not literally, but like, I get that reference.
As you read Anomalon Gigas from the Burnt
Oh.
Shale.
Oh. Well, once we're done with this, that Ryla leaves an Expedition Frontera business card on the box.
That's anywhere else you want to, or do you want to cut back to the rest of our party?
I want to explore more. I went to the trouble of sneaking in here. I want to make a...
All right,
You know,
there's
some
plant
cost.
storage. There's plant storage. There's rare books collection.
Ooh.
Hmm.
There's and the personnel offices.
Let's do plants.
Okay, as you go through plants, roll me a general intelligence. See what you find, because you're not. Alrighty, the difficulty was 2, and so that's a pass. As you're going through the plants, you find a preserved plant, like notes of a plant that's found in the Rift Valley of Africa, that has notes from a local paleobotanist that reads, "This shouldn't be possible. This resembles a species from the Jurassic period. How is it still alive?" Question mark. Otherwise, you see a lot of like flowers, old preserved paleobotany materials, as well as lots of like carnivorous plants on display.
Ooh. Those are the best kind. Gonna check those out.
Most of them seem to be like bladderworts, Venus flytraps, pitcher plants, sundews. Like they're all your basic, common. You don't see anything particularly exotic of this batch.
Hello, little plants. You know, the voices of nature compel you to eat flesh too? 'Cause I get it. Ah. I really wish I could keep fly traps.
And so that's plant storage.
Next we will check rare books.
As you're going through rare books, you blink, and you realize, oh, I don't know what I'm looking for in here. Because there's like hundreds of rare books in here. So are you looking for anything specific in here?
Well, I'm gonna say something about the Hollow Earth, since that's what we're trying to attune to.
Okay. Roll me a general intelligence check again. See what you find. Okay. Alright, as you're going through, something catches your eye called the Lustful Sutra.
Take that.
You flip through the pages, and it is an exotic series of tantric sexual depictions from a religious holy man from Indonesia, who, according to the notes, was enlightened by something deep in the ocean. as there is depictions of what looks like extinct sea life in the margins, but otherwise, lots of really like, ooh, this is a like you got the vapors just looking through this thing. It's hard to believe this thing is like 400 years old.
Wow, people back then were. They did not hide it, did they? Oh, oh. I just filed that one away for later. Why are there so many fish? I mean, I'm not complaining, but...
You could, and due to how like thick, like and in depth this whole place is, you get a feeling that you might want to have more than one eye in this place.
Yeah, I will broach this subject when I... There's one more place,
Okay, so the various personnel offices, as you see, a lot of them you easily bypass because like, oh, this is like, but you see three offices in particular: the curator's office, Dr. Rockwell's office, and Dr. Lerner's office.
You know, maybe it's a little bit prejudiced. I do not expect to find anything useful in Dr. Rockwell's office. It's nothing personal, I just don't respect him. I'm gonna check
As the
Lerner's.
person who created him, I appreciate this slander because he deserves every bit of it.
If you take a look inside, you'll find out. But as you enter, you find a smaller, messier office that basically from a woman that apparently has a lot on her plate and a lot of work, but not a lot of like institutional help.
I'd better not mess this stuff up. She looks like she has a system.
Organized chaos can about sum this up. And probably not by choice either.
We're gonna see what we can see without causing a stack-a-lanch.
As you peruse through, the one book you do find pretty handily is called The Ethnology of Yamatai by Dr. Kyra Scott, which is an unabridged, annotated, and heavily bookmarked copy.
Okay, we've seen... Okay, obviously, would Ryla know?
You know what specifically?
Know that that's where one of her many celebrity crushes is from.
Yes. You would absolutely... Like, Yamatai is basically common knowledge at this point for even the layman person. It was kind of big news.
Gonna go through that.
This is... As you're going through it, it is a very, very dense book. Like this is like written for like other anthropological scholars to read through, because it's not only just like a travelogue and like an summarization of events. It's like describing the day-to-days ins and outs of language, of culture, of like the insider perspective of what goes on in this specific culture, from like the language to the food to the... And of note, for you can glean from like all the annotations that, in particular, that the good doctor here was basically annotating like like the animals found within. And of the different annotations, there's like sticky notes and like questions about like connecting to various terrestrial species. Of note, highlighting a word called Baki Sudarda, or monster crane. Which, if you between that and what you've seen in the fossil storage, basically can like you realize that it's trying to equate the two. Like even though it's an ethnological textbook, the good doctor here is looking in specifically for the paleontological insights of it.
Mm.
I better not take this, but still gonna try and memorize anything that jumps out at her.
Given that this is, you look at it as this seems to be a scholarly book and not like a unique item, you can probably find an unannotated and not heavily bookmarked version probably in the public version of the library. So you can probably find a copy of this book that isn't as bookmark heavy.
Okay, just gonna gently place that back. Then head to the curator.
Okay, as you make your way into the curator's office, you find keys to the rest of the facility there, as well as correspondence with several individuals as you're like going through the notes. You see correspondence with Rockwell, which you completely ignore.
Yeah.
But interestingly, you find correspondence with a certain an individual by the name of Carswell. That basically reads which the individual is politely declining, is expressing interest in a book that is in the rare books department that the curator is very hesitant to part with. That is called the Manichean, that was apparently found in a Manichean ruin in China, that they're only referring to as the manuscript. Which the curator is hesitant to get rid of, and is asking a very egregious, like almost extortionate price tag for its removal. Which you get the feeling that, the curator sells museum stuff on the side.
Interesting. Ryla's going to head back towards the library to see if she can find that book. Pause. Look back for a moment. Realize curiosity is weighing heavily on her. And bite the bullet and check out Rockwell's.
This office is almost as big as the curator's office, as portraits of a square-jawed man with a pipe across several sites all over the world, with tons and tons of accolades, precedents all over the place, fine vintage wine, like, displayed proudly and, like, ostentatiously, as well as stuff that should be on the ground floor of the museum to be seen by all in cases here for own personal vainglory.
Like what?
Like, you see, like, golden Egyptian busts and statues. You see, like old vintage, like, ancient samurai swords that are displayed proudly, as well as fossils of a strange primitive bird that's also, like, framed, as well as the framing of a extinct looking fish. As well as just, like, a collection of very expensive looking pipes and tobacco. As well as what looks to be, like, the most expensive mahogany desk you have ever seen. As well as just a very luxurious, like, handcrafted office chair. With, like, gold inlays and shit. This guy is the Nepo baby, golden child of this place.
You know, normally I would leave this alone, but he said some deeply misogynistic things in that earlier paper, so I am going to take those cigs. Just to mildly inconvenience him.
You take all the tobacco and the pipes.
Little did she know, but this would lead directly to his death.
The butterfly effect is like that.
Oh no. Anyway.
Tobacco withdrawal kicks like a mule, apparently.
Don't worry, friend. We can smooth all this over. Here, let me get one of my cigars. Oh, God. No, wait, don't shoot! First you insult me by keeping my boys away from the work. Now you offer me a cigar with no tobacco? Mr. Rockwell, I think you need to be taught a lesson. People need to learn a lesson through what we teach you. The violence. I'm using euphemisms. We're going to kill you.
I know you don't understand those.
Killed by clowns.
That's how Dr. Rockwell got killed by the clown mafia.
Just imagine you find a balloon horse in your bed one day. You know the clown mafia's marked you.
I can't believe Riley got her first kill in the very first session.
You know what it is? You know those, like, horse heads on a stick that you gallop around as a kid?
Yeah.
He wakes up to.
You insult me like this on this, the day of my balloon dog's wedding.
I think it's about time he sleeps with the fishes.
You wake up all tucked up. A little cot in the aquarium.
That's what happened to Reese at one point.
Yeah. Probably before he saved the fucking balloon dog.
Let's see if we can't find that mysterious book.
What animals are we standing by right now?
I don't know, I think we're still standing by the hippo.
I'd say at this point,
Okay.
as Riley's been snooping, you've basically toured the entire hall of animals at this point.
I've run out of things to say about animals. That's not usually
I
a
still think
problem.
it's fascinating that hyenas are more closely related to cats than they are to dogs.
Sorry, just Reed's going, I ran out of things to talk about. That usually doesn't happen.
This doesn't happen. Usually somebody's told me to shut up by now. Yeah, it's fascinating animals. Where's Miss Ryla?
That robot will turn and point towards the door. Miss Riley was last seen heading towards this door.
Oh shit, I've been talking too long.
Oh, but isn't that restricted?
The door's open.
Was she welcomed inside by a staff member?
Isn't everybody supposed to be out today? For this?
It's just you guys.
Maybe she was looking
then I
for the
suppose-
bathroom?
We were told we have the run of the museum.
That is technically true.
That includes restricted sections? And then searches in there.
Okay,
Make it a beeline to the rare books room.
I'm gonna follow.
I'm just imagining this tiny woman power walking with just pure aggression.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You run into Ryla, who's also, like, walking there with a bunch of cigars in her hand.
And a book tucked up under one arm.
Where'd you get the cigars?
Lila, how ingenious! I didn't even think that we could go into into the restricted sections.
Yeah, I got an inkling, you know?
I mean, it did say we had the run of the place.
That is what we were told. That is exactly what we were told.
It's a good thing that you remembered that.
Yeah. Tobacco, anyone?
Oh, no, thank you.
I don't eat it myself, but
No, I think that's actually bad for you, so...
It's one of the things I'm really glad that I don't really encounter that much ever since I left my father's house.
This is 1940s, they still think that cigarettes are good for you, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't agree
But,
with
but,
doctors.
but in this setting, there's a growing, the medical field is a little more,
Yeah, Reese is part of that. He says, I don't agree with other doctors. I think that's actually bad for you, so...
Yeah. Well, there were medical professionals that decried it even then. It's just, they were shouted down.
I just hate the smell and when they touch your skin with it.
They what?
It's just the embers are a little hot.
Reese is
Actually,
gonna
what?
dart his eyes down to her arms. Does she have visible marks?
She's got a couple of scars.
Reese is gonna look at his arms and look directly up at Ryla.
we're adopting this person.
She's 30
Ryla
years
just-
old.
We're adopting this person.
Reese is younger than you, then.
Did we
Riley
stutter?
gives Reese that same look she gave in the car.
Oh, on the yeah. On that note, Robet just there's a whirling clank as she turns towards Shirsa. Says, Class 4 felony.
Oh, what did I do?
Points to intentional maiming or harming. Is considered a felony within the purview of the city. Furthermore, under the rule of Lady Mama Macaw, such actions are rewarded with a swim in the bay.
Oh, well, I didn't do this myself, so I don't need to go for a swim.
This is exactly what's going
This
on.
was not this was not regarding yourself, Lady Saoirse.
Oh, okay. Let's find this rare books room.
Yeah, there's something called the manuscript that I'm interested in checking out. This isn't it.
All right.
She moves the book she's carrying, kind of hides it beneath her hair.
The only thing you missed, Kay, is when the fucking burn scars are mentioned, Robert remarked that such actions
I'm
are
here.
punishable. Oh, you heard that?
I heard, yeah.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Huh?
As you guys go into the rare book section, Sarah Shea, roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
This was a high roll. The difficulty beat was 7.
Hey.
The manuscript was very hard to go off of, but eventually you find it tucked away from all the rest of the books. A book that's in a glass case that you manage to take a look at. And at the surface, it seems to be an undecipherable mess of cipher and runes. Roll me an odilic sensitivity roll.
Okay. Where is that on the sheet?
It's a skill it is a skill that it should be at the bottom of your skill list.
Oh, yeah, there we are.
Okay. As you're going through it, it's a very hard to parse as you're going through this. It seems to be an undecipherable mess, but it's beautifully drawn with several depictions of mythical creatures and what seems to be ritual descriptives, a red-haired woman bound in chains, and other undeciphered meanings. But then two words catch your eyes. Draconis sanguinis in Latin. Dragon's blood. Which you don't think about too much until dragon, worm, worm's blood. A phrase you've heard only once before and never, in all your occult leanings, this is only the second time you've heard those two words mentioned. Increase your odilic sensitivity by 1.
Oh. Okay.
We're doing that.
Basically, you just stumbled onto something that most occult people never do.
Did we find the Necronomicon?
I was going to look for demonic books while we were here.
Oh, looking at this thing, it's probably the most demonic book you've ever seen.
Oh, quite lovely.
Like, this book is... There's an aura to this book. If a book can aura farm, this book is aura farming. It's like a mixture of, like, the what was that big giant Bible with the pictures of Satan in it called?
Oh, you know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name.
It's like that mixed with the Voynich manuscript.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is a big, hefty book that as you look through it, you would think this book was like found somewhere in like Eastern Europe or something. Like, but then you do a triple take on where it's found. It was found in an 800-year-old ruin in China.
How very interesting.
Like, things aren't making sense to you.
I really, really want to study this book over several months of time, but I don't think will be allowed.
We were told we had free reign.
Yes, but I don't think that involves taking things out of the museum.
Riley shifts with the book she's holding.
But I mean, would they miss it though?
Right, like, you do get a impression that the museum owner was trying to get someone to extort someone to sell this.
Would it change your mind if I told you I got the distinct impression they were trying to hawk it unethically?
Oh. Well, in that case, it would be almost an act of preservation to take it.
Yeah, I agree.
Is there any way we can disguise the sort of raunchy sex book as this one, and put it in its place so when he sells it to the person, he gets upset?
Can we disguise another one?
We could just switch for dust jackets.
There's other sizable books that you can place in its stead.
That's how I hid it in my books, but I didn't want my parents to read them.
Right, Riley, you walk to Rockwell's office, take basically a big giant vanity book of like pointless, like, what's a big vain rich person book to have?
His own memoirs?
Yeah, just a big giant book of his own memoirs, and that should not be as big as it is, but for some reason he wanted it jumbo-sized.
Perfect.
Like, he takes a big giant coffee table-sized book, and just
Switch the dust
and you
jackets.
swap its place.
Never liked that guy anyway.
He said some very misogynistic things in some of his papers.
He always said he looked like a loser.
Like, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but this man is just, like, celibate against his will.
No, you can
Well,
look
if you read
at
anything,
you can look at him and tell his vibes are wrong.
if you read anything he's written, you can tell he's a horse's ass.
I can't get anything.
Sorry for the language.
No, it's fine. I can't get through anything he writes. I much prefer Dr. Lerna. She writes like she understands what she's doing. He writes like he understands that he is the greatest thing in the world. So yes, he is a horse's ass.
Gersha gives a small smile and nods her head.
I like that we bonded through weird antisocial communication.
And animal trivia,
Yeah, animal trivia.
which is very Saoirse Attercop.
Animal trivia, social awkwardness, realization that we might have to call in a favor with Madame McCall when it comes to Saoirse's family.
Okay.
I'd call
So
him the
besides the
con
main
mafia.
floor, you have the Histories of the World Hall, the History of Warfare Hall, as well as some of the other history halls and the Hall of Geology you have not been through yet.
Yeah, if anybody goes into the Hall of Warfare, Reese will not go in there.
I don't particularly find interest in war. Geology might be interesting.
Geology can be fun.
Alright, as you go through the Hall of Geology, you find a lot of gems, a lot of jade, as well as an important exhibit that's sponsored by the Gwen Valentine Foundation, explaining to kids the different types of essential rocks.
Yes, those are the types of rocks there are. I'm glad we got two references to that joke.
With like photos of her from different movies that shot on location that also highlights the different rock types in the backgrounds of each shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like a shot in Hawaii, which points to igneous rock.
Yeah, I'm glad I went to the Field Museum because it told me that my birthstone is not yellow topaz, which I hate with a burning passion, or citrine, which I also hate with a burning passion because they both look like unhydrated piss.
Oh.
Frida!
It told me that it was blue topaz, which was like, oh, good.
Blue.
I always thought topaz looked like maple syrup.
It's this horrible piss yellow color.
Oh, blue topaz is really pretty, though.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can get something with my birthstone in it and not hate it.
Yeah, mine's emerald, so I got... It's aight.
My birthstone's not even an actual stone. It's a fucking pearl.
Mine is
It's a clam.
moonstone.
It's a clamstone.
Clam snot.
It's...
But also of note, you, as you're going through, you see ancient rock from the Cambrian period that was sourced from Australia that catches your eyes, Ryla.
Oh. Checking that out.
Seems familiar to the rocks you've found in the expedition hall.
Do any of you, like, look at these rocks and just feel this weird sense of deja vu?
No, but I have felt the urge to put some in my mouth, which I've been told is weird.
Okay, I get those too, but not what I was talking about right this minute.
I can't say I feel either of those, but they are awfully pretty.
I do like looking at them.
As you're looking at this, who's holding on to the resonance compass?
I think it was Reese.
Yeah, I was looking at it, and then I went on my rant about animals and stopped paying attention to it.
Reese, one's for Ryla and you guys get back together. The resonance compass pulses. Green.
Ah,
Look at the great cleavage on this fluorite.
The what?
What?
The thing pulsed.
Basically, attunement to what one location done.
The octahedral cleavage.
as you open as you open the residence compass, you see that a green bar is full.
Oh, it did a thing.
Oop, looks like we attuned our compass. What does that mean? We have to leave now?
I mean,
But as it pulses, your ears all pop, and you blink as something suddenly feels wrong to you guys. As
do I feel
in
that?
the distance, you hear something breaking apart.
Oh, that's not good.
As you hear a chittering coming from a chittering that sounds kind of like this.
Oh.
No.
I don't even have to play it. I already know what it sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, the aggressive tennis shoe, breakdancing.
Oh.
As breaking out from the hold on, let me find. Breaking out. You are accosted by these things.
Oh, lovely.
And that is where we're going to end our session for the night.
Oh, boy.
Oh dear.
As I am proud to announce that with 4 locations in total, you have decided the campaign title shall be henceforth known as The Shadow of Hyperborea.
Ooh.
You have with four pings. You guys selected Creation's Orrery.
Alright. Remind me which one that is?
Cambrian.
Oh.
Boy.
Works for me.
I see what you did there, you sneaky bitch.
Is there a way that you want to sign off of this?
And with that, and for that, dear viewers, come back next time for a harrowing adventure in Hollow Earth Expedition in the Wandering Dreams in our newest campaign, Shadow of Hyperborea. Next time, Session 1, Fight at the Museum.
Oh,